Hello, hello. Welcome to Ram and Goat Astrology. I'm your host, Laura Lee.
And I'm Helena.
Hi again.
Hi.
What are we chatting about today?
Well, I thought maybe if you're up for it, we could do another round of Astrology Roulette.
Oh, yes. I like that game.
So Astrology Roulette wants us to, it landed on do a playful roast on the zodiac signs.
A playful
roast. I mean, it doesn't have to be playful. Just
roast.
a roast.
Oh,
So let's roast the signs.
Oh my gosh.
With Aries. I mean, yeah, we're usually very nice about everything, but no,
we are.
Let's do a little roast.
My brain's like, I don't know if I can do this.
I mean, we could always spin it again.
That's funny. No, it's okay.
Should
I like the challenge.
Okay.
It's all right. Let's try it.
Okay.
So
but also, we love all signs.
We do. And we are very positive astrologers. I feel like we focus ridiculously on positive. So maybe a roast is probably something good for us to explore. So with Aries, freaking temper.
Temper.
Take your temper tantrum outside and
childish.
Blow something up outside. You're pain in my ass.
Yeah. I feel like Arieses are very childish. Very childish.
Didn't I literally message you earlier and I was like, we could talk about what it's like to raise an Aries toddler boy?
Yeah.
Because he's insane.
Yes.
They don't care about rules. If you tell them no, they laugh in your face and do it anyway. Mm-hmm. That's so fun.
Yeah. And Aries wants to, it's the first sign of the zodiac. So it is the baby of the zodiac. So it's only natural that they are very childish. It brings good things and cool things too. Oh, yeah. But somehow, it can be very, my dad's an Aries, and it can be they're very stubborn also. And wants things their way.
I want it. It's mine. It's mine. I want it.
They want to win.
I want to. Yeah. No. I'm going to do this. Oh, you told me no. Well, now I'm going to do it. Ugh.
Yeah. It's very me-centered. Being the first sign of the zodiac. You're also an Aries.
I know.
Yeah.
my
husband, we're roasting you, Laura.
My husband was changing the baby the other day. Well, he's not a baby. He's over 2, and I've never had a kid not be potty trained for this long, and he's driving us nuts. Because if you would have asked me with 4 kids if I knew how to potty train, I'd be like, yes, I've done it successfully, easily 4 times. I can tell you. Yeah, never mind. I don't know shit. Nope, never mind. So we were changing the kid the other day, and my husband looks at him. He goes, I hope you have a kid just like you.
Oh my God.
And I looked at him. I said, I'm pretty sure that's what he is for us, honey.
Yeah.
It was great. I just started laughing. And that's what you have to do with the Aries pain in the ass energy. You have to laugh because you'll literally burn yourself out with anger if you don't. So
yeah, Aries is a fire sign, so it's it also can get super passionate. Even I feel with Aries, even though they're not right, they will try and make it right with everything they have. And be very passionate about no, I'm right, and they won't let it go, and they want to win. They want to win badly.
Even if they don't tell you they want to. So
yes.
And then when we move on to Taurus, now we kind of develop a little bit of an ego and pride. There's some pride there with Taurus, and I want what I want gets more intense, right? Aries is I want what I want, and Taurus is I want what I want. There's a heaviness to it now. So now we have some stubbornness.
It's the bull sitting. Yeah, it's if Aries is stubborn, I don't know what to call Taurus. Taurus will sit itself down like that bull and just try and move me.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It's very self-indulgent. Very self-indulgent. Taurus energy. If I'm going to roast Taurus, I'd be like, oh, you're going to eat all the food, spend all the money, and then claim that it's all yours, even though you didn't do any of the shopping or buy any of it or anything. Okay, cool. My firstborn is a triple Taurus.
Mm-hmm.
I know this. I know.
And still a child.
And still a child. Yes.
Yes.
And you live with a very heavy Taurus energy.
I do. He's a grown-up, so it's not really what you described. But it's Taurus. What Taurus wants to do is just be lie in the sofa, eat some nice snacks, and just chill.
Play some video games.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't move from the house, and like has a panic attack if the plans for the day change. You cannot change the plans
Nope.
for Taurus. Don't change the plans. Don't like buy a different brand of yogurt. don't don't do something all of a sudden that you didn't already explain that you were going to do. Like you can't go around changing plans, and they need to know what's happening.
Yeah.
Like I'm on vacation now, and I didn't know, because I'm very flowy, like very easygoing. Like I told you, I didn't even know where I was going. I didn't know where I was going to sleep tonight. But for him, it was like asking me many times, like, okay, so what time are you going? Where are you going? Oh, okay. Like I can sense that he really needs to understand. He really needs to have a schedule for me.
Yep.
Like he needs the structure. He doesn't really grasp that life could just be like, oh well, let's see where the river flows. You know?
I feel like Alice in Wonderland is the least Taurus energy you could have.
Yes.
She just falls down a rabbit hole and just stays curious about what's going on the whole time, and in no way tries to control her situation. That is the opposite of Taurus.
Yes.
On every level. Every level. Oh, yeah. I love me some Taurus, but man, if we're going to roast them, they will just not move and eat and just be.
Yeah. Likes to be a little bit lazy, like likes to hang around.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. To stay put.
And then we move on to the Geminis, who, if we're going to roast them, we got some issues with the two different personalities and the two different sides to them. And if they haven't integrated both personalities, both sides, there's a real bad flippy floppy energy, real intense flippy floppy energy. And that can manifest in so many different ways in their life. But also, they don't stop talking.
They don't stop talking. And they also could just, in a text conversation that you're having, they could just ghost you out of nowhere. Yeah. Because they are just moving from thing to thing to thing.
Because something shiny,
the prettiest, yes.
Something
but if
shiny
something
caught
pretty,
their eye.
They're gonna move on.
Yeah,
it's too boring to stay put in this text conversation. They're gonna move on.
Yes, absolutely.
They probably have like 5 going at the same time, ghosting everyone.
Easily. This you're just describing most of my 30s right there. Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Absolutely, 100%. And it's not even like ghosting. It's just somebody else started talking, so I switched. I'll come back to you. It's holding a different.
Would you say like over promising, like just being so like, let's meet there, let's do this, let's do that, but then like not showing up?
100%.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that is so.
Not very reliable energy.
Yeah, because the wind might change. So it might be blowing in from the east, and then at 3 p.m. when I'm supposed to be at this place, it started blowing in from the south, and now the wind changed. Sorry, bye.
I mean, my Venus is in Gemini, so I feel very guilty of a lot of these things also.
Yeah. I think also the subject matter, like you started college and you started diving into this idea and this degree, and now what do you mean you changed majors again? Why are you changing major? What do you mean you're changing colleges again?
Yeah.
Why you just got this job, but what do you mean you have another job, right? That is my life.
Gemini energy, yes.
Switching. Can't figure out, because there's got to be that intellectual taste of everything. I got to taste it. Taste this college, taste this class. Oh, I don't like the way that teacher teaches. Oh, I don't like that subject matter isn't interesting me anymore. So yeah, I do love my Geminis though.
Yeah, me too. I mean, it's like a butterfly, but it's like sometimes it could be very like not so pleasant, because you're gonna get ghosted.
And of course, the saying one thing, but not necessarily saying the actual honest thing or the other thing they're thinking. That's maybe only partially what they're thinking, keeping some of it inside.
Yeah. So what about Cancer? Now we're getting into that like energy of
my brain went crabby moody.
Yes. Cancers are so moody, and it will change. Like it will in day. The mood is gonna change several times, and it just goes. Like it doesn't have to be so much that changes the mood of a Cancer, and they might not be very upfront about that the mood has changed, but you're going to feel it very 100%. Aggressively. Yeah,
100%. I have a daughter with 4 planets in Cancer: Sun, Jupiter, Mercury, and Mars, and her MC. So
Mhm.
she when she is not in a good mood, it's as if the storm is blowing in, and you better just board up your windows and
It's exactly like that.
let the storm pass,
Yeah.
because there's nothing you can do about it. They just have to be cranky. And if you try to fix it or change it or do anything, those Cancer crab claws,
Yeah.
they hurt.
They do. They do. I grew up with
They hurt.
a
They hurt a
Cancer.
lot. You can't.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
And
No.
she would slam the doors so much at home growing up. Like, just, yeah. It's just very moody, and you never know. Like, they can also, like, it goes from really, really, really pleasant to very much so, like, not that. And yeah, sometimes it can be very passive aggressively as well.
Passive.
So,
Well, it can show up. I always think of like an iceberg, right? So
mm,
my oldest triple Taurus likes to sing this song to my third, the
mm.
quadruple Cancer. You're as cold as ice, boom, 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 willing to sacrifice my love. And it fits her so well. She does
Yeah.
get really cold as ice, and she can sting and be burning the way ice can burn, right? Yeah, it can burn your
Yes, when you
skin.
get really cold.
Yeah. And
Yep.
it's intense bitterness sometimes that comes from her. So it's almost shocking in a way. You're like, wow, I did
I
not see
know.
that coming. So we love our Cancers, but man, when you guys are not in a good space,
It is scary.
it can be scary.
It's scary.
Yeah, for sure.
So, what about Leo?
Ugh. I just heard ego. Ego.
Oh my God.
What do you think,
Yeah.
Miss Leo? What do you
No,
think?
I feel a little scared to talk about Leo, because then I will have to look at myself and see everything. Well, maybe Leos can be a little bit self-involved
Yeah.
and
Attention
very,
seeking.
yeah, and very sensitive about when they don't get the attention that they feel like they
Yeah,
deserve.
maybe they came in like second place or third place. Ooh,
Mm.
that doesn't make a happy
Or maybe
Leo.
their partner hasn't been giving so many compliments lately. What's
Yes.
up with that? What's wrong with him?
What's up with that?
Yeah. So
didn't you
I
see
think,
I made you tea and breakfast? Where is my high five? What the hell?
yeah, Leos needs to be praised in a way. They do. They're like cats walking around. You just need to stroke them and say, like, you're such a beautiful kitten. You are. Like, this is what we need. And we need gifts. And we need just to feel like we are, royalty in a way, I guess.
For real. For
Yeah.
real.
And we're pretty childish too.
Oh, so childish.
Yeah.
Aries is the toddler, and Leo would be like the little kid, right? The 5, 6,
Yeah.
7-year-old.
Yeah.
So it's very, very active, very playful. And when not active and playful, can get really, really huffy and grumpy in a way that's different from Cancer. This is more like a fiery, burning anger in the corner.
Yeah, and has very much to do with the ego.
Yeah.
And it's a lot about like shame and guilt and all of these things, because it's so much about like, not the appearance, like how you look, but like how you are seen in a way. Like, you don't want to lose face.
How do you describe the ego? So if someone was like, what does she mean by the ego? How do you describe it?
Well, that's a really hard question. The ego is like, well, it's like not wanting to lose face. Like, you can't, like, owning up, like, it's the opposite of being humble.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's this, I think it is like this toddler part of us that doesn't want to let go of this idea of control, or of this illusion of control that we think we have.
Yeah.
And I have to frequently put my ego in a timeout and be like, sit down and shut up. And here's a book and just
read it.
Let me do my shit. Get out of my way.
Yeah.
Frequently that ego can hold us back. And I think Leos have some pride issues that can hold them back at times from being successful. That's the word,
pride. Yeah.
And if you think about
true.
Leo the lion and the lion pride, right? And it's very important that you use your pride appropriately.
It's true.
Yep. It's important. Yeah, and we're done. Moving on. It's important to to have pride. It's not a bad thing to use it in a proper channel and not necessarily just for personal self gain, but for, bigger things beyond you that bring more people joy and happiness. That's
Yeah.
a healthy Leo. So
Yeah.
excellent. And then we have our friend Virgo.
Virgo.
All right.
Judgy McJudge. Judgy McJudgerson.
Oh, yes. And shame and guilt, man. This is where the shame and guilt really starts to rear its head, and then it gets extra supercharged when we get to Capricorn. But Virgo's really got the beginning stages of that shame and blame and what
They
am I
just
doing wrong and doing
just
stuff wrong.
analyzing everything, like really over analyzing, and like if their partner or roommate or something is cleaning and making doing order in the house, the Virgo will do her or his own lap afterwards and fix it.
Fix it because you didn't do
So
it
it's
right.
actually no, because no one did it right, because only the Virgo can do it right.
Yes.
Yes.
Very, very difficult energy when it comes to trying to control. So if we're really looking at the low vibe and kind of roasting the Virgos, they have a real unhealthy need to control things. And this could easily be an area of life where obsessive compulsive disorder shows up.
True.
When people have OCD tendencies, I'm like, let's look at your Virgo and
That's
see
super
what's
Virgo.
going on. Isn't that
that's a very
super
heightened Virgo energy, like off balance
Virgo energy? So as soon as I hear people have OCD or they struggle with OCD tendencies, I'm like, I got to see your chart and see what in the heck is happening with Virgo energy, because that's where you got to learn to let go.
Yeah.
Right. Release and analyze where the OCD is coming from and why you're doing it, and the reason you're feeling this need to control so badly. So
need for things to be perfect,
which is a thing that doesn't exist. So
yeah, right.
Made up concept in your head.
Yeah. I always tell all the Virgos that they need to lower the bar of to everyone else, but also for themselves. Yeah.
Frequently, I find that low vibe Virgos are way more judgy of themselves than they are of other people. They're very self-critical. And then that is usually an inward thing of, I am wrong instead of I did something wrong. Maybe I ate a donut. Now it's I am wrong. Right. There's a difference. And it's instead of, I just ate a donut because I wanted a sugary hit, and
and I'm not gonna eat one tomorrow.
And I won't eat one for another month and a half. So it's my period and I can eat a damn donut. So everybody shut up, right?
Yeah.
So Virgos are very, very amazing when they're in a healthy vibration and analyzing things for the purpose of health. But when they're analyzing things and trying to control it, and then that judgy McJudgerson energy can radiate out to other people in their life. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
A little bit square. A little square.
Yep.
And Libras, then, an air sign, not so square. So Libras have a hard time deciding on things.
Probably the most indecisive. We get Gemini's the start of it, but typically they can make a decision and try something and then back off.
They just make all decisions.
Exactly. Libra sits there in decision paralysis.
Exactly. Yes, not knowing and then just ending up sitting on the fence.
Yeah, it's like a judge that can't judge.
Yeah, it's like a judge being like, I don't know if it's right, actually. Maybe you're right, but you're also right. And this is not really fair. And,
Yeah. We need the Virgo discernment for the judge, and then we need the Libra lawyers over here. But man, a low vibe Libra just gives and gives and gives and gives and gives from an empty bucket and has no boundaries and just does not give back to themselves and feels bad when they do. And that shit has to stop. I see so many people with readings, do readings with so many people with that energy. And I have 4 planets in Libra, you guys, and Saturn's there. So like I'm talking to myself here. I know the hard energy of Libra. Pluto and Saturn conjunct each other in Libra, y'all.
I would say obsessed with other people, Libras. So obsessed because they need every relationship to work and they take it upon themselves to make it work.
A lot of fawning energy comes with Libra, trying to
Mm,
please the other. Oh, how can I make it better? How can I? Oh, you don't feel good. Oh, I can fix that. I can fix you.
yeah.
So that kind of shit is got to go out the door, where you understand other people can feel bad. You don't have to feel bad with them.
Yeah.
You don't have to join their pity party. You can just sit there and hold space, but you don't have to be in the shit show with them. So our Libra vibe on the low end can be very self deprecating and self sacrificing. And our
Yeah.
high end needs to recognize that healthy boundaries are very important for discerning your own
Mm,
energy and recognizing when you're depleted, you know? And
yeah.
Libras are smart, very intelligent, and like to learn. And that can be a downfall too, where they get a little too intellectual about things and get lost in their head
That's
instead of
true.
down into their feelings and down into their body.
Mm,
Guilty of
yeah.
charged.
So what about Scorpio?
I'm gonna let you
That's a
take this
different
one.
vibe.
Mhm.
How? Why?
I don't want anyone to
So,
sting me.
oh my God, yeah. Scorpios already have like the. I don't. Maybe not anymore. I feel like I love Scorpio energy. Scorpios are really cool. They
They do
have
have a
had a.
rough reputation, though.
They
Let's
do
face
because they
it.
are scary. They are, and why they're scary is because they are so intense,
Yeah.
and they're not intense in a way, in the same way as an Aries is intense because they're like, wow, there. Scorpios are intense because they're sitting there looking at you and staring down into the deep, deep corners of your soul where you wish no one would see and you never want to even look there yourself. And
Yeah.
they're scary like that. Like they will observe you. You feel naked sitting next to a Scorpio because they're
That's
just
it.
looking at you and be like, even like just quiet, just looking at you,
Hmm. You feel
waiting for
naked.
you. Yeah,
Yeah.
waiting for you to uh what's it called, like reveal your darkest secret, and you like they're sitting there until it's done. you
The
know
amount of staying power Scorpios have is impressive. And when they decide to stay in their, so I have a Scorpio daughter, and I
mm,
used to say she goes into her fortress of solitude.
mm,
And when she would go into her fortress of solitude, I could not enter. And this was when she's 3, 4 years old. Well, now she's 13, almost 14 years old. Guess what we're dealing with
mm,
again? But I would have to stand by her, and
mm.
like as if she was in this like Superman fortress, and like knock on the outside and be like, can you please let me in? Hello.
Yeah.
And frequently she won't. Frequently. So
Mm.
the low vibe of Scorpio is like, you do not let people in.
No, very, very super controlling in that way. Like they control themselves so freaking hard. Like they want to know all the dirty secrets about you, but they're not going to reveal anything about themselves. No, 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 no.
Yeah. Yeah.
They have that wall, and they want to control, and they could even manipulate
Yeah.
because they're so good at seeing behind the facade of things. So they're
Mm-hmm.
just like, oh well, let's make this happen in my way.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. So
Yeah.
Scorpio's intensity is can get so stingy and bitey and very cold as well. If you think Cancer energy can get cold.
Mm.
But we have to recognize the importance of the transformation that Scorpio is here to make. So if they're in that vibe, they do have the own power to regenerate and get into a different vibration. So good luck to all the people with the Scorpio vibe that is hanging in the low vibration, because that stinger
Yeah.
can sting, man.
Yeah.
It's rough.
I mean, we can do a whole episode of the opposite. We can do an episode of like, what's it called? Like, what's the opposite of a rose? Like cheering
Cheers,
on all
yeah.
the signs. Yeah, cheering them
Absolutely.
on. Let's do that. But let's keep roasting
All right.
Sagittarius.
Oh. Too
Yeah,
stupidly optimistic, where Scorpio is so like,
obnoxious.
yeah, like Scorpio's down in the depth and like secretive. Sagittarius is like equal and opposite, out there and obnoxious and ridiculously optimistic
Will
without
get himself
taking.
killed, like getting into
Yeah.
someone stranger's car and be like, "It'll be fine."
Yep. Without considering the risk, without thinking about the timing, without thinking about any of the Capricorn shit coming up next, right?
Nope.
Nope. Sag is ridiculously friendly. Just the obnoxious optimism.
Yeah, and just feels like everyone should go along with it.
Yeah.
Like, why not?
Yeah, just transmute that shit. Just be happy about it. Like, you don't need to be in a bad mood. Why are you in a bad mood? Just be in a happy mood.
And very blunt in that way too. It just says stuff. Just says whatever they think.
Yeah, just deal with your mom issues. You're just manifesting stuff. Let's think positive.
Yeah, be positive.
I'm gonna
be
kick
positive.
you in the
We
crotch.
can do it.
Yeah, if you tell me to think positive again. I love me some Sag, but man, that optimism is.
All right, let's go into another sign, a not very optimistic sign. We have Capricorn coming up.
All right, Capricorns, I'm in roast you because I live with you, and
here's your chance.
You can take
Get it all out, Laura.
Your bubble bursting shit, and you can shove it. Okay, my ideas are great, and I didn't ask for you to burst my fucking bubble. So do not tell me how dumb my ideas and why it's going to go wrong, or how much work it is. How much work compared to what? Like, what are you comparing the work to? It's just all work. Who cares? It's got to get done. Quit telling me how much work it's going to take. I don't need to hear it.
Yep. Yep. And like works through their birthdays, will send themselves a calendar invite to take time to have fun. Like very square.
Yeah, where is your fun button, guys? Capricorns, come on. It's in there somewhere. I know it. But like, why don't you ever push it? Ever? Why do you not push the fun button even once? You know, you can laugh. It's fine.
It's not because it's like well, I'm a lot of Capricorn, and it's like, well, fun sort of gets not first place. It don't prioritize fun because you don't get anywhere with that. That's what we think.
It's not practical.
It's not practical. It's not productive.
It's not practical. It's not pragmatic.
No. Is the fun gonna happen somewhere close to my office so I can sneak into for an hour or two of work? You know, then I will join.
I love
Honestly,
it. I love it. Oh, Capricorns, we love you, but man, just lighten up a little bit. All right,
a little square. a lot square.
A little extra square. We got square Virgo and Capricorns. We just got a solid fortress building. And when they don't want to stop working, like, talk about stubborn. Oh
yeah.
When they don't want to stop doing what they're doing and end the work, they'll work right through and not eat and just work.
Yeah.
God,
work. Favorite song about Capricorns.
All right, Aquarius.
Yeah.
You weirdos are next.
So I feel about this the same as you felt about Scorpio.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know if I dare to. Like, I feel like they could also be so sensitive to take it very much to heart.
Oh, for sure.
Because they already feel so much like the outsider. And this is the thing, like, Aquarius people are the outsiders and they are meant to be, and that can be really, really hurtful, but they are the weirdos. They just are.
Well, and I really love your changeability, Aquariuses. I really do. And freaking pick something, man. Pick something and stick with it for longer than 10 weeks. Okay. Because that seems to be the maximum an Aquarius can do anything, is like 10 weeks.
Yeah. And you know what they do? If you're having a conversation and you're like, and everyone's like agreeing on something, they will come in and be like, no. It's let me just say something completely opposite, just because I want to, because I want to make something a little uncomfortable, and I want to rebel.
Revolutionary, just because I know I'm supposed to be. Yes. So I have a daughter with 7 planets. Yeah, that's right, you guys. 7 planets in Aquarius, and my family and I are not religious, and we don't do school. We homeschool our children. Well, so we were already living Aquarian in our own weird way, and this Aquarius child came and rebelled and revolutionized my thought processes, and now made me essentially send her to school, and it's a religious school. And I'm having such a crisis of consciousness of like, well, who am I? Wait, I was a homeschooling mom who didn't partake in religion, and now this
it's
Aquarius
her way of rebelling
made me like rebel back into school, and I don't know. But she needed community, and this is how it showed up. But man, that is such an Aquarian thing to do, isn't it? Like, oh, you're going to rebel that way. I'm going to do it in a different way, and you're not going to like it. Deal with it. So
exactly.
Also, there's a talkativeness and a thought process with Aquarius that once the mouth panel has opened and it's the go button has been pushed, there's no stopping the stream of thought that comes out the mouth panel until
Yes.
they're done, and sometimes that is forever.
Tell me about it. Yes.
So that's a fun thing. I love you guys, but man, when Saffron gets done talking after her like 5 minute spiel, I just look at her with this confused look on my face, not sure at all if she wants a response, if there was a question. I don't know what she actually said. I tried hard to pay attention, but the subject matter jumped 16 different subjects and I couldn't follow any of it, but I'm still trying to follow it. And then she gets done talking and goes, and then asks something expectedly, and I'm just lost. Yeah. I don't know what realm we're in. I don't know what dimension we just jumped into.
The aliens of the zodiac.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Okay, so
I love you, weirdos. I really do.
Yes, we do. We love you. We love Aquarian energy. And the last one of the zodiac is Pisces.
We're gonna hurt their feelings.
Of course we will, because they hurt their own feelings brushing their teeth. Like Pisces are so emotional. There's like the super emo of the whole zodiac.
They hurt their own feelings brushing their teeth.
Yes. They feel everything, and they will make, like, even if you like, no, it's fine, I did this thing, but if I'm a little bit sad, but it's okay. And they will be like, let me make you a lot of things instead. Let me give you a lot of things. Let me help you. You're like, I don't want your help. And like making it worse in that way. Mm-hmm. Pisces can really also be that, like Libra, a little bit like over giver. It's to give you lots of things. And you're like, I never asked for any of this.
And the fawning and the trying to people please and trying to fix your feelings.
Yes.
You don't feel good. And in order for me to feel good, you have to feel good. So how can I make you feel good so I can feel good? Yeah, that's not how it works, Pisces. Get the hell over it.
And you know what they do also? Like they are so like fish. It's so hard to grab a hold of them. Like trying to, I don't know, like schedule a plan or go.
I was gonna say, get them to show up on time.
Get them to just like partake in this world. It's like they're so slippery. Mm-hmm. And they have those dreamy eyes, and they will just look at you with those dreamy eyes, and then you're like, oh, it's okay. And then they're gone, and they're like, oh,
yep,
there you go, they're gone again. Yeah.
Yes, Pisces is ruled by Jupiter on the in the old school astrology, and it does have that positive need to, not address the negative. I don't want to talk about the hard stuff. I don't want confrontation. Yeah. Oh God, you want to talk about something you don't like? Oh God, I don't want to. Very like avoidant of confrontation.
Super avoidant. That's the one. Like really, like super avoidant will use anything to not have to deal with stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
And of course absorbs everybody's energy, but then never cleanses it, never like gets rid of it, just like takes it on as their own. Like, oh, I'm walking around feeling like shit. I was like, well, that's not yours.
Yeah.
Why don't you go let go of it? Oh, well, because
they need to let go.
If I hang on to it, then they'll feel better. No, you're both just feeling like shit now.
Yes, they need to let go.
Pisces, we love you and your sensitivity, but yeah, that is it can be a really challenging, slippery energy to deal with. I love that you said slippery, for sure.
Super slippery. Well, this was fun.
Wow. I hope nobody gets mad with us.
Everything was right except for Leo. No, I'm joking.
Oh, you're good at roasting. I'm not so good at it. You definitely have a better.
I think it's my Scorpio ascendant this year.
Probably. Well, you're naturally with that Capricorn rising. You definitely can see all the fault in everybody too.
True. I'm very good at seeing all the faults. Yes.
Yeah. Whereas I'm over here going, but I can see the positive too, and it's very.
We're not talking about that today, Laura. We're roasting.
This is so fun. I love this. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening to our random Astrology Roulette episode where we were roasting the signs. We love you all and all of your uniqueness. And you guys know that. This was fun, though. I enjoyed it. Thank you for listening. And if you liked this, go ahead and give us a thumbs up, give us a like or a share. And then if you want to buy us a tea or coffee, we would certainly appreciate the financial support. So thank you, everybody.
And don't worry, we're going to do we're going to do one to cheer you on as well.
Yes, we'll do a cheering one.
Yes,
absolutely.
We will do that. Yep.
All right. We'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us this week. Be sure to like and support the show by sharing with a friend or joining us on Patreon. And you can buy us a tea or coffee and financially support us. Thank you so much. It's so appreciated.